Revised entry. An SCP Tale by FullHazard.
What the fuck are you looking at?
John Avery, presently known as D-5933, shouted at the other D-class in the cell.
SCP-173, what the fuck are you looking at?
This worried John, as he was staring intently at SCP-173, and the other D-class was standing behind John, facing the other direction. Then, John heard the worst sound any human being had ever heard, coming from 6 inches behind his head. For a second, John remembered an episode of Mythbusters he had seen before being arrested, before coming here, where they tested to see if someone could sneeze with their eyes open. He never saw the end.
Access granted. Addendum 173-1. On
date redacted.
SCP-173 appeared to multiply, producing 2 identical copies. 2 D-Class personnel were killed. It is unknown how this process occurred. Each instance of SCP-173, now labeled SCP-173-1 and SCP-173-2, is to be moved to individual cells, each following original containment procedures. Addendum 173-2. On
date redacted.
A second multiplication event occurred. SCP-173-1 through -4 are to be each contained as per original containment procedures. Objects reclassed as Cater. Addendum 173-3. Security breach occurred on
date redacted.
Assuming a simple geometric progression, at least 61 copies of SCP-173 are as of now unaccounted for. It is unknown how they replicated so fast, or how they replicate at all. Video evidence of the containment breach shows multiple instances of SCP-173 working in unison across multiple cells to achieve the breach. Most of the instances still in captivity appear to have formed a rear guard, blocking Foundation agents from pursuing other instances. It is theorized that SCP-173 has a hive intelligence, where intelligence scales with number of nearby copies. Revised Special Containment Procedures. All copies of SCP-173 are to be contained in form-fitting metal containers and sent using SCP
redacted
to the now abandoned Foundation facility on the Moon. They are to be fitted with tracking collars that will detect if any of them leave the Moon. Addendum 173-4. SCP-173 has caused a breach of secrecy for the SCP Foundation. Estimates at this time are roughly 500,000 civilian deaths across North America in the last 48 hours due to SCP-173, and hundreds of thousands of sightings and pieces of video evidence. Major television news programs have obtained video of SCP-173 and are providing instructions for avoiding instant death. Dr. Phillips. Edit. Dr. Matthews. Edit. Dr. Clef. Dr. Gears. Dr. Kondraki. Dr. Bright is in charge of the containment. Addendum 173-5. SCP-173 has besieged and destroyed 4 Foundation facilities near simultaneously in the last 24 hours. Each instance shows the characteristic strength exhibited in the original, and thousands working in unison are capable of ripping open concrete bunkers and compromising foot-thick steel doors. Research is ongoing to find a way to combat this threat. Personal log of Dr. Bright. Date.
Redacted. I've been killed 37 times in the last week. They can smell me. Somehow. Regardless of what body I'm in. The majority decision of the remaining O5s is that this is an XK, and they're gonna deal with the problem, or the Russians are. They're evacuating this base, which means there won't be a single Foundation scientist anywhere in the New World. They say they're gonna try to evacuate the surviving civilians, but I doubt it. There can't be more than a couple hundred people in all of North America. The only good news is that about 150 of the bastards teamed up and ripped SCP-682 apart. Brought a smile to my face.
Revised Special Containment Procedures. Containment Zone X1, formerly North and South America, is to be denied access, following saturation nuclear bombing on
Date redacted.
number of SCP-173 instances has been reduced. All available Foundation resources are to be redirected to monitoring the ocean to ensure the integrity of Containment Zone X1. Foundation adjuncts from national navies are to perform around-the-clock patrols and sonar sweeps. Detected instances are to be contained and removed to SCP
Redacted.
for transport to the Lunar Containment Site. Addendum 173-6. Verified sighting of SCP-173 in
Redacted.
Wales, the United Kingdom. Nuclear bombardment authorized and executed. No survivors.